Okay, let's unpack this core conflict we're all feeling right now. Using an AI writing tool, well, it feels like the ultimate shortcut, faster drafts, cleaner phrasing, ideas on demand.
Right. It seems perfect.
But the surprising reality is that the shortcut often ends up, well, killing your content's soul.
It's the brutal paradox of this moment, isn't it? That highly polished, perfect content is now the immediate signal that the writing is lazy or, worse, completely inauthentic. When
Exactly.
your writing sounds like a perfect machine, you lose credibility instantly.
I agree. I mean, generic polish is far worse than quirky, maybe flawed human writing. That loss of authentic voice hurts your professional standing, and the stakes are real.
hmm
We're talking about losing readers and potentially harming your search performance because algorithms prioritize original, genuinely helpful perspectives.
That's why we're diving deep into the source material today. This guide, it outlines 15 critical mistakes, the deadly sins, they call them, that immediately flag content as artificial. So for you, the listener, the mission is clear. We need an actionable framework for collaborating with AI without, sacrificing your expertise.
Right. So we'll start by dissecting the most damaging linguistic errors, then move through the structural flaws that undermine your authority.
Yeah, and then we'll detail a powerful three-phase framework for creating what we call human gold content.
Human gold, I like that. Let's get started then with the credibility crisis that arises from language itself.
So the initial problem is this linguistic artificiality. The content just sounds sterile. If it's too perfect or generically polished, readers check out instantly
Why?
because that authentic human connection is missing.
And the first, most immediate sign of that is what we've termed the vocabulary trap. AI models have favorite words, right? And they overuse them
Oh,
mercilessly.
they absolutely do. Gives the game away. You got to watch out for words like underscore used to emphasize a point or testament for connection.
Ugh.
Or the terrible academic trifecta. Delve, mosaic, or tapestry used over and over again. These are filler words that instantly scream AI wrote this draft.
So the fix requires discipline, basically. Create your own personal ban words list.
Exactly. Actively substitute those formal terms with the conversational vocabulary you'd actually use.
Okay. And I have to make a vulnerable admission here. Even when writing things I really care about, I still wrestle with prompt drift.
Yeah. Which, for listeners, is just when the AI kind of forgets the tone or style you set initially.
Right.
The default tone is usually formal and pretty stiff.
Exactly. If I don't catch myself during the edit, the language just becomes overly formal. It's hard to shake that default formality sometimes.
And that leads us right into the problems of, well, flowery language and the formal language curse. AI loves corporate jargon because it sees so much of it online.
Oh, yeah.
Think of phrases like, I utilized my competencies to effectuate revenue augmentation.
Ugh. Which is just a needlessly complex way of saying, I use my skills to increase revenue.
Precisely. The best fix for both of these issues is the read out loud test.
Simple but effective.
Totally. If it sounds like a corporate press release or something from a dense academic paper, rewrite it immediately. Write like you're talking to a smart friend over coffee.
And that formality bleeds into the grammar perfection problem too, doesn't it? AI crafts sentences that are unnaturally complex and lengthy.
Yep. They're grammatically flawless, sure, but no human would ever actually say them aloud.
The human alternative is always simpler, more varied. Vary your sentence length. Use contractions like it's or don't. Even occasional sentence fragments are fine, right? To reflect a human cadence. That irregularity is how you signal authenticity in a sea of flawless machine prose.
Okay, so if we're talking high priority, what provides the fastest ROI for you, the listener? If you only have like 5 minutes to fix that overly perfect tone, where should you start?
Contractions. Definitely contractions. And substitute formal verbs like utilize with simpler words like use. That makes an immediate, noticeable difference.
Gotcha. Simple fixes first.
Okay, let's shift from the words themselves to the substance underneath them. That leap from linguistic error to shallow content feels like the biggest betrayal of the shortcut. The next major issue is the surface-level content trap and the personality vacuum.
Yeah, AI is a master at creating content that is a mile wide and an inch deep. It lacks soul because, well, lacks life experience. It doesn't have personal anecdotes, specific case studies, or strong, unique opinions.
So the fix, then, is simple, but maybe not easy. Inject human expertise.
Exactly. Share your failures alongside your successes. Use analogies and cultural references drawn from your own unique life interests. That's proprietary data the machine just can't replicate.
Right, stuff only you know.
Then we hit the structural issues. What happens when AI tries to connect the dots without real context? You get jarring topic transitions, disconnection syndrome.
Like what?
For example, moving directly from a discussion of, say, water management efficiency to the cognitive benefits of hydration without any logical bridge. It just jumps.
Huh. It's the AI lacking real-world experience, leading to nonsensical sequencing. We have to be the editor and the architect here.
Absolutely. Always start with a logical, human-centered outline to ensure smooth bridges between ideas. Don't let the AI guess the flow.
Makes sense.
The next pair of sins are all about content quality decay, the vagueness trap, and the redundancy problem. AI defaults to these really vague claims like, accomplished numerous achievements in diverse fields.
Meaningless.
Totally. And then it repeats the same point using slightly different phrasing just to hit a word count.
So we must replace vagueness with surgical specificity. Instead of saying you have extensive experience, say you increased organic traffic by 180% within 12 months.
Yes, and edit ruthlessly. Ensure every single sentence adds new value. Kill the redundancy. Be brutal.
Okay, brutal editing. Got it.
And finally, in this section, we have the consensus trap. Because AI is designed to avoid controversy and disagreement, right? It smooths everything into this bland, agreeable consensus.
But true authority comes from nuance, doesn't it? It comes from showing where an approach doesn't work or why it fails for certain industries.
Exactly. The fix is to intentionally add intellectual tension. Maybe include a where this fails section. That instantly signals expertise and, understanding of the limits.
That's a great tip. Okay, quick question then. If a writer only has time to fix one structural flaw in a draft that is mostly done, should they prioritize making the transitions flow better or making the content hyper-specific?
Oh, good one. I'd say specificity.
Specificity, why?
Specificity is the killer move. Replace every vague claim with a hard number, metric, or real-world example. Specificity earns trust way faster than elegant flow, I think.
Okay. Specificity first. Makes sense. Sponsor read placeholder approx. 60 seconds. All right, we shift now to workflow issues and the critical matter of trust. The #1 killer of reader confidence has got to be the confident hallucination.
Ugh, yes. This fact drift. It means AI just invents facts with terrifying confidence.
And a single factual error presented so confidently just instantly destroys reader trust. If you think about the volume of content being generated.
It's staggering.
Whoa. Imagine scaling to like 1 billion queries without verifying a single number. The potential reputational damage is massive, almost exponential.
It really is. The fix here is non-negotiable. Assume nothing is correct.
Or nothing.
Nothing. Ruthlessly verify every number, name, date, and quote that the AI provides before you publish. Every single one.
Okay, trust but verify. No, just verify.
Just verify. Then we face the vague mirror effect. Writers blame the model for shallow content, but the real issue is often a vague, low-effort prompt.
So it's our fault sometimes.
Often. If the input is poor, the output will be a perfect shallow mirror of that vagueness.
Right.
Don't just ask AI to write about AI in marketing. Write prompts like a detailed creative brief. Include specific use cases, desired metaphors, target metrics. The depth of your input really determines the depth of the output.
Garbage in, garbage out, but faster.
Exactly, but faster. And rounding out the sins, we have the SEO zombie and the AI blender effect. The zombie is over-optimizing with keywords until the content is just robotic and unreadable.
So write for curiosity first. Optimize gently later. Don't let SEO requirements dictate the voice.
Spot on. And the blender effect. That's passing content through too many layers like ChatGPT, then running it through Grammarly, then maybe a paraphrasing tool. It just dilutes the voice until it's completely unrecognizable. Cap your workflow at a maximum of 2 AI layers. One for creation, maybe one for enhancement. That's it.
Okay, keep it simple. Now, since AI detection tools are constantly improving, what's the most effective technical way to preserve linguistic diversity in the output and make it seem more human?
Good question. Intentionally vary sentence structures, use specific industry jargon that a large language model might generalize or get wrong, and maybe include natural conversational interruptions or even incomplete thoughts occasionally. Those little imperfections.
Those human quirks. Now, let's look at the Fix the 3 phase content quality framework designed to put human expertise back in the center of the process.
Okay, phase 1 is the strategic foundation. Before. So before you even open the generator, you define your unique perspective, your controversial opinions, the original research you have, maybe interviews, private data, or surveys that the AI cannot possibly access.
That's your competitive edge, right? The stuff only you have.
Precisely. Phase 2 is writing integration during. This is where the 70-30 rule comes in handy. Aim for maybe 70% human-created unique analysis, 30% AI assistance for things like research or summarizing points.
70-30, okay.
Crucially, you write the introduction, the conclusion, and the main arguments entirely yourself. Apply that conversation test. Would you actually say this out loud to a colleague?
Right. Did it sound like me?
Exactly. And phase 3 is quality assurance after. This involves the AI detection audit, run it through a couple of tools, rewrite flagged sections, and the vital personality check.
Personality check.
Yeah. Would your colleagues recognize this as your writing? Are specific, unique details present that only you would know? And this varies, right? For B2B SaaS content, that means adding ROI calculations and implementation guides. For technical writing, it means troubleshooting based on hard-won experience, edge cases.
Things the AI wouldn't know from its training data.
You got it. Human experience is key. Hashtag, tag, recap, and outro.
So let's synthesize the big idea here. In a world just saturated with abundant, average AI content, authenticity, your true voice, is your single greatest competitive advantage.
Absolutely. The goal is to build truly AI-resistant content. And you do that by focusing on personal experience, proprietary data, and having strong, nuanced opinions. That is the winning formula, I think, for the next decade of content creation.
It seems like the future belongs to those who master the partnership between human creativity and AI power. You don't measure success just by speed of creation anymore.
No, definitely not. You measure by engagement. Look for comments referencing your specific personal points, direct messages, citations from your peers, real connection.
Okay.
So we've discussed the technical mistakes you need to fix to reclaim your voice. Now, here's a final provocative thought for you, the listener, to consider. We often hold back the hardest-earned lessons, the failures and the controversial insights. What personal failure or controversial lesson are you currently holding back that, if you shared it, would make your content instantly irreplaceable by any machine? Think about that.
That's a powerful question to end on, something to definitely mull over.